WGAL News 8 Today starts now.
Good Friday morning, everyone. It is 4:30, and I'm Regina Ahn.
I'm Caitlin Smith. It's Friday the 13th, you guys. Ooh, and tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
That makes it better.
Yes,
we'll be fine.
It does. And I hear a warm-up is on the way for tomorrow. What's in store for today, Mike?
Yeah, so we are going to be seeing that warmth, like you said, tomorrow, Caitlin. Today, not so much.
Okay.
But not too bad. I mean, sunshine comes out.
That's nice.
Yeah,
That's
so
good.
at least it'll be sunny here. So that'll be good news. Plenty of sunshine today. Warmer weather tomorrow, like I said, with highs getting into the mid-40s, believe it or not. Something that has not happened since mid-January. And then we are, of course, watching Sunday system as well. It does look like that rain snow stays mainly south of the Pennsylvania Turnpike, and we are not looking at many issues with that. But Hershey right now, you can see a light breeze right now on the camera. Current conditions in Hershey at the moment, 26 degrees. Feels like 15, though, because of that northwest wind, around 13 miles per hour. So the air temperatures, you step outside this morning, in the mid-20s for most of us. It's 26 in Harrisburg, 22 in Lancaster, and 24 in York, as well as Chambersburg, and 27 in Gettysburg, as well as Carlisle. Winds are light out of the northwest at the moment here. As we look out Storm Team Live Radar Network, we are quiet. So what you can expect for your 12-hour forecast is for those temperatures today to get up to closer to around the 30s as we go throughout the afternoon here. And here's a look at the weekend planner. We'll talk more about this coming up in just a little bit, guys.
All right, Mike, thank you. This morning, the National Transportation Safety Board has released new video. This is part of its final report of a plane crash that happened in Manheim Township in Lancaster County nearly a year ago. It was March 9th of last year when 2 people were hurt in that plane crash at the Brethren Village. The NTSB says the crash likely happened because the plane's cabin door opened at takeoff. That distracted the pilot, Matt White, and he wasn't able to maintain enough speed to keep that plane flying. Now, a passenger told the NTSB that White requested to land back at the airport and that the front seat passenger was trying to hold that door shut before the plane went down. The NTSB report also says the plane was loaded about 500 pounds over what it's allowed to be at takeoff, which also contributed to that crash. That detail is new in this report. You can read the entire NTSB report on WGAL.com.
A man police have charged with 2 separate shootings is now in custody. Police say 19-year-old Nasir Iman fired shots in the area of West Washington Street and Butternut Lane in Chambersburg, Franklin County. That was on Tuesday afternoon. According to charging documents, they found bullet casings and fragments at the Franklin County Housing Authority. The documents say state police in Carlisle spotted Iman and tried to stop him, but he took off. Investigators say Harrisburg police spotted him and arrested him at 16th and State Streets on Wednesday night. And Carlisle police also announced charges against Iman for firing shots into multiple houses and parked vehicles on East Lowther Street in December of 2024.
Investigators now say we may never know what started that fire that destroyed a home in Adams County. We first brought to you this as breaking news yesterday morning. Firefighters say that fire started in the back of the home on County Line Road in Lattimore Township. It was around 5:15 yesterday morning. You see the flames shortly after that fire started. A state police fire marshal says there is too much damage now, though, to determine a cause. No one was home at the time of that fire. Firefighters say the wind did add to spreading those flames and that crews also had to truck in water because of frozen ponds and creeks.
With the current frigid temperatures we're having, all of our water sources, rural water supply is ponds and creeks. They're all froze over at this point in time. So we got to rely on hydrants. And in the rural setting, hydrants are in more populated areas. So we're either going back to the borough or we're going to the school up the street, which is 4 miles away. So you have to dispatch more tankers to accommodate that mileage difference.
Crews then demolished what was left of that home to try to stop anyone from getting hurt or a possible collapse of the remaining structure.
We have new information on a row home fire in Lancaster that firefighters say was caused by an e-bike. The American Red Cross of Greater Pennsylvania now says it helped one person. Crews say it started around 1:30 on Tuesday morning on the first floor of the home on West King Street near South Mary Street and damaged several homes. They say one person was taken to the hospital, but still no word on how that person is doing this morning. They also say the smoke detectors did their job and woke up the people living there.
It's 4:35 and an elementary school in Lancaster is now reviewing its policies after a boy wandered away from that school and was found on the street. Deontay Rivera says that he found that child on Tuesday in the middle of a busy intersection with no coat on, looking confused and cold. The school district of Lancaster says the boy ran away from Fulton Elementary School, which is about a 6-mile walk from where Rivera says he found the boy.
It was pretty strange because of how he was, running in the center of the street, you know what I mean, without a coat on, with the leash. It just would look odd to me. When I scooped him up like this, he just hugged me, and you could see his tears.
The school is a 6-minute walk from where the boy was found. I want to make sure I correct that. The School District of Lancaster says it cannot comment because of child privacy laws, but did confirm it reported what happened to the proper authorities. The district also sent an email to the parents of the students with children who receive special education services, saying that the district is doing a comprehensive review of building procedures and also individual supervision following what happened. That also includes looking at safety plans, talking to staff members, and looking into building safety measures.
New tonight, the Shippensburg area, new this morning, the Shippensburg Area School District confirms a student brought a knife to the middle school on Thursday, but says there was never a threat to students or staff. In a letter to families, Principal Jeremy Barnes says 2 students reported that their classmate had a knife. He says that student was taken and pulled from the class and admitted to having the knife. The district says Shippensburg Borough Police were called to the school. The district also says it is following protocols and wants to reassure families that school remains safe.
The Hempfield School District in Lancaster County will no longer work with the Independence Law Center, which is a religious rights firm that many school districts in the Susquehanna Valley are associated with. During this week's school board meeting, the board, which has a Democrat majority now for the first time in years, voted to cut ties with that organization. The vote was 6-3. The Republicans on the board shared their disappointment, though, with that vote. Justin Wagamuth told us that eliminating the partnership is part of a troubling pattern under the current board president, and that, quote, this board appears intent on eliminating ideas, perspectives, or partners that do not align with their personal viewpoints. Grant Keener echoed that, saying the board should consider diverse viewpoints when making decisions for Hempfield.
The former William Penn High School in Harrisburg has stood for a century near Italian Lake, but its days could be numbered. The district's superintendent says the school should be demolished and used for athletic fields. Alumni and those with ties to the school say it's tough to consider demolishing this Harrisburg landmark.
It's a safer option to eliminate major uninsured liability. For the most part, it provides us flexibility again to do what we need to do for our community.
My cousin went there too. It's been a landmark in the city for forever.
And the cost of demolition is more than $5 million. The school board will vote to accept a task force report on what to do with the building later on this month.
A heads up for drivers in York. Crews are going to be closing part of East Philadelphia Street today. This is so York County can replace the HVAC cooling tower on the roof of the Judicial Center on North George Street. The closure on East Philadelphia Street is from Duke to George Street. It starts at 5 and is set to continue through Sunday evening.
And Route 772, Locust Street in West Earl Township, Lancaster County is open again. Look at that patchwork there. A large sinkhole there opened up last week and is now repaired. Crews finished paving the road on Wednesday.
And just reopened it yesterday.